Welcome to Inspire Me with Jay. This is a podcast to inspire, uplift, show forth the love of God, and help usher in the spiritual awakening. Hey, this is Jay Spillers, and I wanted to do a recap of what I talked about in class yesterday. We went over the Silva method. The Silva method was created in the 1960s by Jose Silva, and it's basically a, a series of exercises, mental exercises that involve visualizations and meditations. It's basically trying to get you deeply relaxed and helping you to connect to your inner potential. That's in essence what it's about. And the focus to a great extent is on um, basically self help. You're trying to do visualizations. There's some affirmations in there, and there's the element of hypnosis because it kind of relies a little on self hypnosis, which is sort of unique for a meditation method that you can see clear elements of hypnosis where they're trying to hypnotize you to empower you to move forward because it's kind of connected to what you might call the human potential movement, where you're trying to improve every area of your life, your mental, your physical, your emotional well-being, as well as your overall health and so forth. And visualization, in essence, is the key to the Silva method because that's sort of their main thing that they focus on is visualization. And when we talk about like the deep relaxation, when you're deeply relaxed, this is the realm in which you can heal and heal deeply, both emotionally and physically. It's also the realm where you can reprogram your subconscious for a better quality life and to change your outlook on life. And that's kind of what the concern of the Silva method is. We got into like the 5 different brain waves that we exist in. Like the first brain wave is the alpha brain wave. And in alpha states, it's basically a realm where you can be creative. It's the daydreaming realm. It's often a realm that you are in when you first wake up in the morning and you start to get, before you get out of bed, you're sort of waking up. That's sort of the alpha range. And it's pretty much where most meditation takes place. I had interviewed a guy on my podcast that was into hypnotherapy, and he was talking about um, that most meditation occurs in the alpha range, but that with a lot of hypnotherapy, they like to go into theta, which is deeper. But so you have the alpha range, that's the first one. The beta range, which is where you are most of the time in your day-to-day waking life. It's kind of where you need to do your critical thinking and problem solving analysis and things like that. Then the next level is theta, which is a deep state of relaxation. It's deeper than alpha, and it's getting close to sleep, but you're not asleep. You're still very much relaxed, yet you're highly aware of what's going on around you and where your consciousness. And then of course there's a delta stage, the delta wavelength, which is sleep. When you're asleep at night, you're in delta waves. Then there's another one, the fifth one is gamma, and gamma is where a lot of compassion and happiness occur. And often what you're trying to do with meditation is to have a bit of alpha, theta, and gamma sort of going on simultaneously. That's a really good meditation session. Will put you into like multiple states of brain wavelength activity. And that's a good point to be made is that can you be in multiple states of brain activity? And the answer is yes, because you could be totally awake and be in a bit of alpha, but be in the bit of beta at the same time, for example. You could be operating with alpha and theta waves going as well, and gamma. So yes, you can be in multiple stages at one time. It's totally possible. And the whole principle that you're trying to get with Silva, they're trying to get you down to both alpha and theta so that you can get reprogrammed towards more positive things. And when we say the word reprogram, that obviously is very similar to hypnosis, because hypnosis is kind of a reprogramming, whether it's affecting bad habits or affecting your overall well-being, in terms of more greater confidence or getting at the root of deeper issues, things like that. So you have that going on with the Silva method of meditation. And is Silva unique? Well, it's unique in the sense that it is very eclectic. It sort of borrows a lot from various meditation techniques, self-hypnosis, self-improvement kind of things. There's even the principle of what you call the law of attraction going on with Silva. And the law of attraction is that what you focus on in your mind is what you're going to receive back. So if you focus positively and you have a strong belief, then you're going to attract positive things to yourself. But the same is also true if you're negatively focused and negative in your beliefs. That's what you'll attract as well. There's both a metaphysical aspect to the law of attraction, but there's also the element of, if you have a better outlook on life, you're going to perform better. And so Silva gets into a lot of the law of attraction too. So it is unique in the sense that it's eclectic. It's not necessarily unique in the sense that you can't find similar things going on out there in different programs than what you'd see in Silva. All I was going to tell you too is that Silva has this 3-finger position where you put your finger like this, 1, 2, 3, on your thumb, and it's supposed to increase alpha brainwave length. So it helps you get more creative in the flow. Whether it works or not, I don't really know, but it certainly couldn't hurt. The 3-finger trick. And so if you watch the video and do the meditation, I'll post it in the link from the Silva. It's about 27 minutes, and he has a little bit of talking beforehand. You can enjoy what the class enjoyed. The Silva is an entire program that you can get into. They have like 4-week sessions, or you can just get the book. There's different ways of getting into Silva. There's also a lot of free stuff on YouTube as well, but depending on how much you want to invest in it in terms of time and money is up to you. But I think the Silva method, I see a lot of similarities in what Silva tries to do and what I try to do, because I'm very eclectic. I do a lot of affirmations. I like to do affirmations in the morning in that alpha state. I do a lot of mindfulness. I do a lot of with breathing and visualizations. And so I can kind of relate to the Silva method a lot. We talked about mindfulness last week. Is there any differences between mindfulness and Silva? Well, it's one clear difference between Silva and mindfulness is, remember, strictly in the present, not worried about the future, not worried about the past, strictly in the present. Whereas Silva will be in the present, but then we'll go beyond it towards crafting a future. So Silva has elements in common with mindfulness, but it has certain elements that are different than mindfulness, sort of a futuristic aspect to Silva. So if you want to learn more about Silva, you can also learn more online about it too on YouTube and things like that. This is where I started. But that essentially covers what we talked about in class, and then we did a lengthy meditation, which is in the description.